Hello everybody and welcome back to another MTG Bulk Mythic YouTube video. Today is our holiday video, so happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Festivus for the rest of us. Whatever holiday you observe, if you don't observe, hopefully you get a free day off for this because why not? Everybody else is not going to work anyway, but in the meantime I figured I'd do something that's kind of fun. And I saw this at a Target while I was, cruising around trying to do my few but last minute gift shopping things, trying to decrease my exposure to the rest of the populace because of the current health pandemic. And I saw this. This is not the first time that I have seen this product. This is the first time I've seen it in real life. Other people have opened this up, and I thought it was kind of cool, kind of neat, and I figured it would be something fun for the holiday season. So while I crack this open, we're going to talk about some other things, whatever I care to speak about with the current climate in Magic the Gathering. Now this is world's smallest Magic the Gathering Jace versus Vraska dual decks. Now if you don't know, to give you some perspective, this is two decks of Magic cards that are about 1/4 of the size of normal Magic cards. Now the funny thing about this is these are legal for play, except for the fact that if you try to shuffle them into a normal constructed deck with other Magic cards, they'd be considered marked. So they can only be played in their decks or with each other, right? But it's Jace versus Vraska. World's Smallest is a company that literally, gets permission from all kinds of IPs to create miniaturized versions of their products for novelty sale and stuff like that. So, if you are shopping for a Magic player, I would say highly recommended not to buy this for them, right? I bought this because I thought it would be fun. I thought it'd be silly. I thought it'd be, interesting to open up on the channel and give me something to do while I just, talk about things. But if you're buying for yourself, go ahead and do it. If you're buying for a Magic player, please check out my other videos of all of the other multitude of products that are available out there. And they will provide cards for the Magic player in your life that are playable with every other card in their collection in various formats, and they will be much more excited to receive those. But as you see there, crack them out of the pack. Oh my goodness, these are tiny. I don't even know how you shuffle these. You have to be able to randomize these decks. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and crack into these and let you look at them. They're super tiny. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Let me look at the packaging here. I don't know if it said there were 60 card decks or if they had, I don't know, maybe a sideboard. 120 cards. That's two 60 card decks, right? So no sideboards in these bad boys. So if you had sideboard ideas, I'm sorry, because there's no way you're gonna get them to be that small. Would you look at that? Oh my goodness, there's Jace, the Architect of Thought. Not even a good chase. You could have put that, I don't know, whatever. So with Magic the Gathering, here's my opinion. I've done a couple of videos. My theory is that the poor individuals at Wizards of the Coast are trying to continue to build the game that we love. They, unfortunately, are under some extremely high pressures from Hasbro to continue to float their bottom line, right? If you haven't noticed, oh my goodness, these are so tiny. I'm going to see if my wife even wants to try to play with these later. They're so little. Oh my goodness. You basically can only play them against each other because one's mono blue and the other one is black green. You could build these, I guess, if you wanted to. There might be a dual deck that's a normal size of these deck lists. But if not, what else? I mean, it's kind of neat. Oh, Krovikan Mist is a 1 in a blue star creature illusion. I'm going to try to hold this in a way that you can even see what the hell is going on here. It has flying, and its power and toughness are each equal to the number of illusions on the battlefield. So symmetrical, all the things. Okay, cool. Whatever. It does not have the illusion text when it gets targeted, sacrifice it. But wow, these are tiny. So that's hilarious. I mean, all these are hilarious. Like, look at this crap. I mean, these things, right? This is definitely novelty at its best. Look at these islands. Now, they do have the magic back, right? So there it is, the magic back. They do have all of the components of a legal card, except for the fact that they are teeny tiny. Like, these things are itty bitty. I'm not even going to try to shuffle them. This is silly, okay? But I'll go ahead and continue to try to fan through these so you can check them out. If you want to build the deck lists, find real cards, because these are all real cards. But, you know, what I think the problem is, and I kind of said it in my last Should Wizards Leave Hasbro, is that Hasbro is pressing Wizards of the Coast as literally its #1 most profitable name or franchise that it has, to produce as much as possible, because we Magic players will spend money. Now, the beautiful thing of it, here is where Magic the Gathering got lucky, so lucky, you couldn't even see it coming, is in Magic Arena. Now, I was one of the first 100,000 players to get into the closed beta of Magic Arena. And I've been playing along. I've turned into a bit of a Magic Arena grinder in the meantime, because one, it's the only way I can play, in the area of the world that I am in due to the current world health crisis. I cannot play in person, so I continue to play it. And I had a lot of fun testing it out. I gave some feedback back to the developers. Hopefully it made the game better. There are some things it can do better, and there are some points that they've already identified. Look at that Dread Sanctuary. Look at that guy. It's so little. Dread Sanctuary. Little man land. Look at that. It's so cute. Anyway, but the timing of it, look at all these islands. All the islands. Could not be any better. And here's the thing, right? Because they got out in the full release just before the current world pandemic occurred. And I'm not saying there's no way there could be anything they knew about it, right? But very lucky to them that they came out with a digital version of their game just in time for when a lot of stores could not have players in person sitting down to play face to face. And even though there have been, it's been a little bit of a roller coaster ride, everybody, right? But even if you lived in an area where they would allow, that didn't open at all, they would allow players to play face to face. It was very short lived. And even if it is short-lived, there are individuals who believe that they're not comfortable going out and meeting face-to-face with large groups of people. So, and that's fine, right? Everybody to their own. We all have the same information. How we decide to use it is ours. But the fact of the matter is, we cannot be playing paper Magic. Now, I'm one of the few that continue to buy paper cards, as you can see here. I mean, these are the tiniest of paper cards, but I bought them, right? But I honestly believe that Arena not only is the savior of Magic, because it continues to push, allow Magic players to play in a digital format when they can't play in reality, in a very attractive and user-friendly way. But it also keeps the game popular. And individuals like myself continue to buy paper cards. And when I say that, I mean you need to go out and buy paper cards, right? The situation that we're in right now, will eventually end. I'm not saying when. I'm not going to continue to, pretend that I can predict that. But I will tell you the fact that we are not sitting down face to face, shuffling up and laying cards on a playmat means that we are not also buying paper cards, which means that paper cards are less expensive. Now there can be some argument that, oh my goodness, why buy paper cards when I can just play on Arena, and if everybody else thought that way, they're not opening cards. So cards that aren't being opened and normal expansion sets that are print to demand that aren't being opened, aren't being printed as much, you can continue to go down that rabbit hole. But the fact of the matter is, cards are cheaper right now in paper than they ever have been. There are certain staples, whether they're eternal staples or standard staples, that you can pick up for a reasonable cost. Now, for me, I'm looking at like eternal staples, right? The modal dual face lands, good modern and legacy pieces. Commander, oh my goodness, if you're a Commander player, build decks now, right? Because at the very least, if this all continues, if you find yourself in, where we're closed down for a long period of time, but you have a group of individuals that you trust, they're doing the right things to stay healthy, then you can at least get together and play Commander together, and that's the the most accepted format. So buy your staples now, right? Go ahead and get into those. I'm trading in a lot of my short stock for credit because I'm not going to get anything more out of them in the meantime. And I'm going to go ahead and start building some decks. I have an entire... Here, let me show you this, oh shit, where did I put it? I had to move some things around. I have this... forgive the noise. Some of my daughter's toys. I have this... Oh. This box here where I'm starting to develop some Commander decks. And basically all I'm doing right now is, as I'm going through my card collection, is I am setting aside cards that I think would be decent, to start building these decks in these little packs, and then setting aside cards that I don't plan on using, so I can trade them into my local game store for credit and get cards I'm going to play on the low. So I can continue to build Commander decks, because who knows when Standard is going to be open for play, right? Face to face in paper. But in the meantime, I can build Commanders. So I have one of these bad boys right here. It's just literally a Stanley small parts box. But inside of it, I have a couple of Commander decks that I'm starting. It's kind of hard to see through it because of the sticky stuff, but let's see here. I can't do it with the light that I have right now. But I will tell you, I have Atraxa, Sin Triplets, Kalia, and Rin and Siri, right? Now, Rin and Siri is going to be a good boys deck, all of the puppies, and then I'm going to have some awesome sacrifice outlets for those kitty cats. You might want to take it the other direction, or you might want to play with both the good boys and the fluffy demons. That's up to you. But that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to find cards that will fit into those decks while I build them out, because I finally got those Commanders. I'm thinking about building a Tulane as well. But pick up those singles, man. I mean, cards are cheaper than they ever will be. As soon as we want to sit down and play cards face to face, those things are going to skyrocket. It's not worth it to waste your money. Eventually it will come down to some kind of reality. But in the meantime, Wizards is pumping out product, man. They're pumping out product to float their parent company. it's really not feasible for them to leave it. They can't leave it under their own, you know, own right. Nobody, I don't know if anybody can afford to buy it from them. Hasbro's not going to sell it because it's selling product. But buy the product that you need, buy the product that you want. I bought Sacred Layer. Literally the only set that I've skipped in maybe the last like 4 or 5 years is Commander Legends, because stock was so hard to get. And I have a Chaos box. Other than cracking packs, I stuff stuff in the Chaos box. And Commander Legends doesn't lend itself to a Chaos Draft kind of environment. So I'm going to definitely seek out some cards that were in that set for specific purposes, but I didn't pick any up to buy it. I am looking forward to buying the next set and the next set and the next set, etc. I'm picking up Secret Layers as they come out, but this was just kind of a fun deal, you know, to get you guys going for the holidays. And then we'll see what I get for Christmas. And maybe I'll open it up here on the channel. What I can tell you is I have been working a lot on a new desk. And if you guys haven't noticed that, you know, oops, I bump the table a little bit too hard and the camera shakes and stuff like that. Maybe the camera angle isn't the best. Maybe the sound isn't the best. Maybe the lighting isn't the best. I have been slowly acquiring pieces that once I get this desk constructed, it's going to drastically improve the channel. I'm super excited about that. Super excited about things I can bring you guys and gals here coming in the future. And, you know, looking forward to your guys' suggestions and your guys' recommendations and what you guys want to see, to be honest. Because, you know, I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this for me. But if it's bringing value to you, I am more than happy about it. So go ahead and like the video. Leave a comment down in the comments below on YouTube. Find us on Facebook. Drop me a line. The links in the description. All those good things. And don't be afraid to share the video with a friend, because we are here sharing our hobby together.